Now, your number 4 seed team. Please welcome Team 8628. Chickenados? Now, our number 1 seed alliance will make their first pick. Which team would you like to invite to play with you during playoffs?
Team 3805 Atomic Robotics would like to invite Team 9880 Aftershock to join our alliance.
Team 9880, do you accept their invitation?
Team 9880 graciously accepts your invitation.
Now, Team 8628, would you like to invite to be on your alliance?
Team 8628 graciously invites Team 21315 Rock Bottom.
2121315, do you accept this invitation?
Team 21315 will graciously accept your invitation.
Seed number 4, Team 5619 Horizon. Who would you like to invite to play with you during playoffs?
Us, Team 5619, would like to graciously invite Team 7462 to join us in the playoffs. Yes.
Team 7462, not to scale. Do you accept this invitation?
We graciously accept.
They graciously accept. From our head ref to start match 1 in 3, 2, 1, go!
Welcome to the playoffs here at the Pasteur League Tournament. As Gil just mentioned, we are in the upper bracket of our double elimination playoffs. Whoever wins here will stay alive in the upper bracket and continue onwards to match number 3. The loser of this alliance has one more chance. They'll drop down to the lower bracket in match number 6 later on. First off, in Autonomous, 4 robots active in Autonomous. Actually, Red Alliance robot 7462, not to scale, ending up in the blue base. That's not going to be worth any points for now, but they did successfully leave their start line.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
We exit Autonomous with plenty of artifacts on both Alliance ramps. I count 5, and my count looks like the referees agree. Our live score, however, are still currently in the Red Alliance's favor, 46-29 in favor of the number 4 Alliance in red. We'll watch as both alliances quickly score artifacts on the field. We've got 31065, Born to Build of the Blue Alliance. They attempt to score a couple of artifacts in the blue goal. Now they gather 2 more purples, and they try to get them towards the direction of the blue goal. 5619 of the Red Alliance is Horizon from the Seattle Academy of Arts and Sciences. They bump up against the defense played by the Blue Alliance's Koi Aoi, as they make their way around the field. Koi Aoi trying to push up against that Red Alliance robot near the red classifier ramp. Now Red continuing to try to push towards that position where they can attempt to score into the red goal. Looks like Horizon making their way back to the red loading zone. Human player dropping off 3 more artifacts for them to attempt to score, but they're getting pushed around by the Blue Alliance's Born to Build before they open the Blue Alliance gate and clear out the blue ramp. Under 50 seconds left to play. Red Alliance still in the lead at the moment, 63-35 in favor of Alliance 4 in red. Another artifact launched. I believe that one was from Koi Aoi. That one, unfortunately, lands back on the playing field tile and not in the goal. They'll go ahead and chase down some more artifacts. They have 1 purple in their control before going to play some defense on Horizon. They push them out of the loading or the launching zone, playing some more defense, trying to interfere with their scoring. Meanwhile, Red Alliance is not to scale, launching from the front launch zone, trying to get some artifacts in those long-distance shots. They're blocked by Born to Build, also trying to launch from that zone into the blue goal with 10 seconds left in the match. Now make that 5 seconds. 4, freeze, return to base, 2, 1. Just as ever, we'll leave it to our referees to confirm those final scores. is confirmed for match 1 here in our playoffs. Victory to our Red Alliance. Alliance number 4 wins that match 96-75, our final score. We will see both alliances again later on in our playoffs. Alliance 4 advances to playoff match 3, just a couple matches away. They remain in the upper bracket. Alliance 5 also remains in our playoffs, but they have lost one of their 2 lives here in the double elimination bracket. We will see them again in the lower bracket later on in match number 6.
That thumbs up from our head ref. Let's count them down in 3, 2, 1, go!
Playoff match number 2, the Army of Purple versus the Army of Blue. Here we go. Alliance 3 in red, Alliance 6 in blue. Both red robots lining up with the front and back pre-staged artifacts as they try to collect more artifacts to launch towards their goal. Here comes Chickenados. They've picked up a couple of artifacts. Both of those appear to be successful through the classifier. Now here comes Rock Bottom. 1 artifact, unfortunately, off the side. 2 and 3, good, however. And that looks like a pretty full ramp.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Blue Alliance has currently 6 points due courtesy of a successful leave as well as a scored artifact through the classifier at the end of auto. But Red Alliance does currently hold the lead in our live score, 62-6. But still plenty of time for either alliance to add to their scores. An artifact launched by the Red Alliance's Chickenados unfortunately flies just over the goal, but they'll quickly grab another artifact to reset and try again. Their alliance partner Rock Bottom just in front of the goal as well. They launched some artifacts successfully into the Red Alliance goal there in the top right corner of the field. Chickenados now making their way towards that Red Alliance goal. They bump up against the Blue Alliance's defense in the form of Ingraham High, team 22299. They're doing their best to try to slow down the Chickenados' access to that red ramp and disrupt their alignment with that goal. And they seem to be successful as 1 artifact flies just over the goal. But they quickly grab 2 more. They're back to full supply of 3 artifacts. 1 successful from that robot. 3 points for the Red Alliance. Under a minute left to play now. Live score still in favor of the Red Alliance at this point. They're at the front of the field as Team 7198, the Mechanical Minx, attempts to score some additional artifacts through the blue goal. Now they're on a quest to dig up more artifacts to add to their collection. Actually, before that, they'll go ahead and clear their collection. They empty their ramp by actuating the gate. Now off they go to the human player. 1, 2, 3 artifacts from that human player into that machine. Chickenado bumping into their other Red Alliance partner. Looks like they might be trying to go back for base points or perhaps into their loading zone. Yep, looks like they have their eyes on some additional artifacts with just about a couple seconds before our end game. We're looking to get into the base or score some final artifacts. Here comes the Mechanical Minx. They're scoring some additional artifacts just at the tip of that launch zone. 1 more artifact, good for 3 points. Shipika Pie in a precarious situation. They're playing some heavy defense, but just aside from the red base zone, they're able to get away in time and make their way towards that base zone. Have our final scores. Let's see who will survive in the upper bracket to face Alliance 2. It is your Red Alliance. Alliance 3 gets the win in that match, 146-69, and we will see Alliance 3 again in just a couple matches in playoff match 4 of round 2. But Alliance 6 is not out just yet. We'll see them again in playoff match 5 when they
3, 2, 1, go!
Playoff match number 3. We remain in the upper bracket. Alliance 1, which had a bye, faces Alliance 4, the victors of match number 1. Plenty of autonomous scoring here as both robots seek out additional artifacts to score in their goals. 3 artifacts classified thus far in the Blue Alliance ramp. 3 for the Red Alliance thus far as well, but here comes Atomic Robotics scoring some additional artifacts through the red goal. Now their classifier completely full. 3 seconds left in autonomous. 4 artifacts on the Blue Alliance ramp.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
2 minutes of teleop to play. Red Alliance currently with the lead, 56-24, and these numbers just keep on increasing. Over in the bottom right corner, Blue Alliance machine, 5619 Horizon, picks up a few more artifacts. They make their way now towards the Blue Alliance goal, seemingly unimpeded as just behind them, the Red Alliance machine Aftershock chasing down 3 more artifacts of their own. Now, actually, here comes Horizon, bumping into them to attempt to play some defense and disrupt their alignment. Aftershock continues on anyways, clearing out their ramp, applying a new, preparing for the opportunity to score some additional classified points. Remember, that's still 3 points per artifact classified directly to the ramp. Horizon for the Blue Alliance back at it again. I saw 2 classified artifacts, I believe. They have a collection of 5, now 6 artifacts there on that classified ramp. A total of 18 points there just from the classified artifacts on that ramp. But they still do trail just by a little bit in our live score. Alliance 1 currently in the lead, 137-58. Atomic Robotics looking for some artifacts. They've got a pile in the blue secret tunnel zone / blue loading zone. They'll sneak in and grab a couple for their Red Alliance scoring efforts. Now they make their way back to grab some additional artifacts. Just along the way, they pass by 7462 not to scale, which launches a couple artifacts from that front loading zone. They try to make that long shot towards the blue goal. Unfortunately, I believe some of those artifacts do bounce out and away from the opening of the goal. 2 seconds till end game. There's that whistle now. Alliance 1 still in the lead at the moment, but this could all change with some last-minute artifact scoring and returning to base. Atomic Robotics grabs a few more artifacts. They're chased right behind by their alliance partner, Aftershock, both aiming for that red goal. Both blue robots returning to their base at least partially. Now red robots as well in the base as time expires. Match continues on in the upper bracket. The loser drops down to the lower bracket. Who wins? The Red Alliance takes the victory in that match. Score separated by only 90 points, 199-109 in a clean match. Congratulations to all the teams in that match for a job well done and some very high scores as well. We will see Alliance 1 again in playoff match 7 later on in our tournament. Alliance 4 will be seen again in the lower brackets in playoff match 5.
3, 2, 1, go!
We remain in round 2 and remain in the upper bracket. Alliance 2 in red, Alliance 3 in blue. Some fairly close, hopefully at least closely matched alliances as we watch some very quick autonomous scoring. The winner of this match continues on in the upper bracket to match number 7. Meanwhile, the losing alliance will drop down to the lower bracket but remain alive in our playoffs in match 6. There's a few seconds left as robots make their way off their leave lines.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
The bell sounds. We have 2 minutes of teleoperated play. A fairly close live score, actually in favor of Alliance 3, 54 to the blue or to the Red Alliance's Alliance number 2's 47 points. So we shall see how this match plays out. Still a fairly close gap, so either alliance could take the lead at any moment. Alliance 2 adds a couple more points via the red goal. Now 1 more artifact through the red goal for 3 points, courtesy of 3355. That's Black Box. But their alliance partner, Creative Minds, seems to currently be inoperable. They're getting support from the field crew and the FTAs to try to get back up and running. Hoping they can rejoin us with the remaining 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this match. Black Box, 1, 2, 3 artifacts fired from that front launch zone towards that goal. Unfortunately, they all fly just a bit shy. They'll quickly reset back at the loading zone and try to grab some more artifacts. Looks like they'll go pull up closer towards the goal to try to launch from there. The Blue Alliance's Chickenados now making their way from the blue loading zone at the bottom right corner of the field, launching towards the blue goal. 1, 2, 3 artifacts appear to be good at 3 points each through the classifier. Those classified artifacts, 9 points total in that transaction. Blue Alliance continues to maintain their lead. 45 seconds or so left to play in this match. Red Alliance pushing against Blue Alliance precariously near the goal. Looks like our referees may have something to say about that in a moment as well. Chickenados launching an artifact. It's kicked into the field again by a driver. I'll let the refs deal with that one, with some heavy defense being played by Black Box against not to scale. Or not to Sudi. That is Chickenados, excuse me. Chickenados now parking towards that blue base. Looks like they're trying to align themselves to get fully or partially return the base. Black Box as well heading towards that Red Alliance base. Unfortunately, Creative Minds remaining where they are as time expires. Before we reveal the scores of that last match, we do have a bit of news. The Red Alliance is receiving a yellow card for violation of Rule G408, specifically excessive control of more than 3 scoring elements. That is a yellow card to the Red Alliance. With that, we do have your final results from playoff match 4. Victory in that match goes to your Blue Alliance. Alliance number 3 advances in your upper bracket to match number 7 with a score of 145-85. Alliance 2 does continue on in our playoffs. They'll advance to the lower bracket where they'll face they'll face off in match number 6.
3, 2, 1, go!
Match number 5, we officially entered round 3 of our playoff tournament, and this does mean that we are in the lower bracket. One of these teams, the winning alliance, will advance onward in the lower bracket to match number 8, and unfortunately, one of these alliances will be eliminated. We have 15 seconds remaining in Autonomous, alliance number 4, currently with 5 artifacts on the classifier ramp, and they come to park just outside of their launch zones. That's going to be good for some additional leave points. Blue Alliance seemingly has left as well. That'll be assessed right now.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
2 minutes of teleop action. Alliance 4 in red, Alliance 6 in the blue team signs. Chickenados playing their defense once again. They're trying to get in the way of 74-62 not to scale. They're actually joined by their Blue Alliance partner briefly. Not sure if they were trying to launch from that front launch zone or if they were trying to play more defense as well. But now both robots free in their respective launch zones to pick up some additional artifacts. Not to scale. Free purple artifacts in their possession. They're pushing up against the mechanical banks as both machines launch purple artifacts towards their respective goals. Chickenados trying to bump up against not to scale, trying to make sure that they get out of alignment to prevent their scoring effort through the red goal. They currently have 4 classified artifacts on that red ramp at 3 points apiece. That's 12 points of artifacts scored on that ramp. 3 artifacts classified on the blue ramp at 3 points each gives us 9 artifact points total for the Blue Alliance. That does put our Red Alliance at a slight lead at the moment. Alliance 4 with 67 points. Alliance 5 at 18 points with the lead of under a minute left to play. Now, Blue Alliance at the front of the field. They're lining up 1 shot, 2, good in the goal. The third shot flies just to the right, out of play. Our field resetters will get that back to the human player at the front of the field. More collisions and more defense happening. And Chickenados pushing up again against not to scale that red machine there at the center field at the very top of that launch zone. Now they're pushing up against Horizon from Seattle, the other member of that Red Alliance. We're 5 seconds away from endgame. We'll watch if any of these robots decide to make their way back towards the base. There's the whistle now. 18 seconds left in the match. Playoff match 5. We'll see who advances in the lower brackets. Not to scale, making their way back towards the red launch zone. Horizon pushing up against Chickenados, dangerously near that gate zone. 1 blue robot already in their base zone. A second robot looking to join for the partial points. Time expires, and the referees indicate that they need some additional time to review. So we will have your final results when they are ready. Victory in that match to the Red Alliance. Final score 126-59, and Alliance 4 continues on in the lower bracket. We'll see them again in match 8. That does mean, however, that our Blue Alliance is eliminated. So please, one more round of applause
for our head ref to begin match 7 in 3, 2, 1. Go!
We are in the next round of our playoff bracket. We are back in the upper bracket with Alliance 1 facing off against Alliance 3. The winner of this match books a one-way ticket directly to the finals versus the loser of this match continues on in the lower bracket. We'll see them again in match 9. First off, a lot of artifacts scored in both ramps. Official score currently shows 9 classified artifacts for blue, 10, now 11 for red.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
A very close unofficial score at the moment with 2 minutes left to play, but currently in favor of Alliance 1 in red. 49-38, your current live score. Chickenados launching artifacts from the front of the field towards that blue launch zone, or blue goal. Those long-range shots successful in that scoring attempt. They now reset from their launch zone or loading zone back to that smaller launch zone to attempt to score more artifacts. 2 of those bounce just off the top of the goal. Atomic Robotics, and just behind them, their alliance partner Aftershock, both launching artifacts towards that red goal. 2 now free classified artifacts there on the ramp at this point in time. 9 points of artifact scoring there in addition to everything they've already cleared out through the gate. For the Blue Alliance, 21-315 rock bottom. They're up against the bottom of the goal. They now make their way back towards the loading zone. Actually, they have their eyes on the red loading zone as they look to steal some artifacts from the Alliance, but here comes Aftershock of the Red Alliance, bumping into them. It's a very dangerous zone for a Blue Alliance robot to be in. You could grab additional artifacts to score, but you have to make way and watch out for the Red Alliance robots to enter their loading zone. Chickenados at the bottom right corner, loading in some additional artifacts. 1, 2, now 3 purple artifacts from their human player into that machine. Here comes Atomic Robotics. They're opening the gate, hopefully allowing some additional classified artifacts as their alliance partner Aftershock goes back to that bottom left corner to the red loading zone. They grab themselves 3 more artifacts. 20 seconds left now on the clock. Chickenados, 1 artifact good in that blue goal. Various flags waving. We'll leave it to our referees to figure all that out as Chickenados launches more artifacts. Also, Rock Bottom launches some successful artifacts into the goal as well. In 3, 2, 1 second remain. Referees will do their best to sort all that out and get those base points and all the other points. The final result goes to your Red Alliance. Your final score, 245-121, and Alliance 1 advances onwards in the upper bracket all the way to the finals, playoff match number 10. Congratulations to them. Blue Alliance not out just yet. Some excellent scoring from them. We will see Alliance free again later on in the lower brackets in playoff match number 9, just a few matches away.
3, 2, 1, go!
Playoff match number 8. We are back in the lower bracket. Winner of this match advances in the lower bracket to match 9. The loser, unfortunately, is eliminated. Robots quickly scooping up some additional artifacts to score in the Red and Blue Alliance goals. Here in Autonomous, 10 seconds left in that mode of pre-programmed instructions. A giant pile of artifacts at the bottom right corner scooped up by the Red Alliance.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
2 minutes left in this match. Alliance 2 in red with 45 points. Alliance 4 in blue with 27. But anyone's game, anyone can score additional artifacts in their goals with just under 1:45 left to play. At the front of the field, Alliance, or the Red Alliance's 33-55 black box lining up. Looks like they have an artifact in their possession or 2, and they'll try to align themselves with their Red Alliance goal to try to add points to their score. They currently do hold the lead, but Blue Alliance is chasing down some additional artifacts. They'll dig around in that secret tunnel to try to gather some more. Here comes the Red Alliance bumping into the Blue Alliance machine, but they remain at the top corner of that launch zone, launching artifacts towards that blue goal. Now 70 seconds remain, or just under at least, in this match. Black box pushing not to scale out of position here at the top of the rear loading zone. Now back, not to scale, looking for more artifacts to grab and control from that blue secret tunnel zone. There's a collection of artifacts there just outside of their loading zone. Now robots pushing up against each other. That's black box against not to scale there at the front of the field. The alliance partner for the Red Alliance, Creative Minds, opening the gate, creating more opportunities to score 3-point classified artifacts. We're under 30 seconds left to go. A barrage of purple artifacts flies towards the blue goal, courtesy of both of our Blue Alliance members, Not to Scale and Horizon. 16 seconds left on the clock as flags wave. We'll see what our referees have to say about that at the end of the match. Now 10 seconds left. Not to scale. One final artifact unfortunately bounces just out of the blue goal. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final score confirmed by our referees. Red Alliance the victor in that match. Match number 8 with a score of 147 to Alliance 2 in red, 97 points to Alliance 4 in blue. That does mean Alliance 2 advances in the lower bracket. We'll see them next match after, I believe, a brief break in playoff match 9. And that does mean, however, Alliance 4, the Blue Alliance, is unfortunately eliminated. So please, another cheer, another round of applause for Alliance 4. That's Horizon 56-19 and Team 74-62, not to scale.
3, 2, 1, go!
Playoff match 9, the last match in our lower bracket. One of these alliances will be advancing directly to the finals. The other alliance will unfortunately be eliminated. Creative Minds unfortunately caught up on their own gate. Looks like that's all the action we'll be seeing from them in this autonomous, but they did score as an alliance. Looks like 6 artifacts total on their ramp. Several artifacts for the Red Alliance as well.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
In fact, our live score is showing 10 total artifacts scored in autonomous by the Red Alliance, 9 classified and 1 overflow. They'll now look to clear out that ramp to potentially score additional 3-point artifacts, courtesy of Rock Bottom clearing that gate. Now they pick up 3 more artifacts from that secret tunnel zone just in front of their ramp, and they'll go ahead and try to score them in their goal. Speaking of scoring in the goal, here comes 23-305 of the Blue Alliance. That's Creative Minds. They now race back to the loading zone. Just behind them, being pushed around by that Blue Alliance, Black Box is pushing robots around, causing artifacts to fly out of the field, including knocking over Headrep's water bottle. But that's fine. Anyways, Creative Mind continuing to score artifacts on that Blue Alliance goal. Now a robot shooting artifacts at our head referee. No harm, no foul. Maybe. I don't know, I'm not a referee. Anyways, Chickenados scoring collecting artifacts from that red loading zone. They're getting pushed around by Black Box here at center field in the back loading zone. Unimpeded for the Blue Alliance now is Creative Minds. They successfully and quickly score artifacts into that goal. 1, 2 artifacts. Unfortunately, 1 does bounce just over the goal. That'll quickly get reset by our field crew. 40 seconds left now on the clock. Red Alliance still in the lead. Alliance 3 with 83 points. Alliance 2 with 65. Some heavy defense being played as Black Box for the Blue Alliance pushes up against a Red Alliance machine. That's Rock Bottom. Rock Bottom does, I believe, manage to become unimpeded, and they are just up in front of the red goal, scoring some artifacts. Behind them was Chickenados. Now they make their way back towards the red base with 13 seconds left in the match. Black Box, 2 artifacts still in their machine, but they make their way towards base. 1 last score from Creative Minds before day 2 return to the launch zone. Nope, to the base as time comes to a close. Alliance 3 in red, Alliance 2 in blue. It's a do or die match with a very tight margin, but in the end, the victory goes to your Red Alliance. Separated by only 5 points. Alliance 3 upsets Alliance 2 and advances to the finals to face Alliance 1. That does mean, however, Alliance 2, who put up a valiant effort, is unfortunately eliminated. So please, a round of applause for Team 30-355 Black Box and Team 23-305 Creative Minds. They put in an excellent effort in that match and throughout our entire event.
That we have our thumbs up from our head referee. Let's count them down in 3, 2, 1, go!
Playoff match number 10, our potentially final match. If Alliance 1 wins, they'll continue on through the upper bracket undefeated and will become our champions. Alliance 3, Blue Alliance has returned from the lower bracket after being defeated once. If they take this match and hand Red Alliance a defeat, then we will go to a tiebreaker. 5 seconds left in autonomous with several artifacts scored on both ramps.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Out of autonomous, our live score is separated by only 5 points and in favor of Alliance Free in blue. But let's see, we have plenty of time for both alliances to quickly score artifacts in their goals. Here comes Aftershock, that blue and white robot for the Red Alliance at the back of the field. They quickly score artifacts through the Red Alliance classifier. Atomic as well. 2 successful, 1 bounces off to the side. They both return to pick up more artifacts. For the Blue Alliance, Chickenados from the front launch zone, they launch artifacts quickly into the Blue Alliance goal. And those get classified onto the ramp, 3 points per artifact. Now a green artifact from Chickenados. That bounces off the side of the ramp and unfortunately deflects away. Not good for score, but they quickly reset back to the launch or loading zone to pick up some additional artifacts. Meanwhile, for the Blue Alliance, 21-3-1-5. Rock Bottom quickly launching artifacts into the blue goal from just directly in front of it. They now approach the gate. They activate that gate, allowing artifacts to flow through back into the playing field floor. On the way, they bump into Aftershock of the Red Alliance as they grab some additional artifacts to launch towards their own red gate. 44 seconds left now on the clock, and Red Alliance has taken the lead, 115 to 77 as the numbers continue to climb. Aftershock making their way. They're falling behind their sister team, Atomic Robotics, as they both target that red gate. They've got 5 artifacts currently on the ramp classified at 3 points each. Rock Bottom collecting some more artifacts from that loading zone at the bottom left corner of the field. They pass by their alliance partner, the Chickenados, as we enter the last 12 seconds of this match. Now 10 seconds remain as robots carefully navigate around the bases. Precarious positions, Atomic Robotics tries some last-minute scores, and now make their way to the base just as time expires. As a reminder, Alliance 1 in red wins if they win this match. Alliance Blue, it's the Alliance victory. Congratulations to Alliance 1. They are your Pasteur League Tournament champions with a very close final score of 158 to 126. Congratulations to Atomic Robotics and Aftershocks. And please continue your cheers and applause for your finalists, the number 3 Alliance in blue, captained by 8628, the Chickenados, and joined by Team 21-315, Rock Bottom. Congratulations to both alliances for a fantastic job throughout this entire playoff tournament, as well as our event.
Thank you. Next, we have the Innovate Award, sponsored by RTX. The Innovate Award, sponsored by RTX, celebrates a team that has an ingenuity. I'm so sorry.
The ingenuity
and innovativeness to make their designs come to life. This award is given to the team that the judges feel has the most innovative and creative robot design solution to the season's game. Elements of this award include elegant design, robustness, and out-of-the-box thinking. This award may address the design of the whole robot or sub-assembly components, the creative components needed to work consistently. This is what the judges had to say.
This team decided that if 1 something is good, 2 must be even better. Their robot can slurp up game pieces no matter which way it is pointed, and then choose between a pair of powerful shooters to score. The judges were impressed by their thoughtfulness, creativity, and execution that made this 2-sided approach both powerful and reliable. Innovative thinking was clearly not out of scale for this team.
The Innovate Award, sponsored by RTX, goes to Team 7462, Not to Scale, from Seattle, Washington. For this award segment, the Sustain Award. The Sustain Award celebrates the team that plans for the future in their program, ensuring it will thrive long after today. They have established plans for finances, projects, and team sustainability, track their progress, or show dedication to leadership or long-term growth. Here is what the judges had to say.
In this team, everybody plays a part. Using recycled materials to keep costs low and running training in both the on and off season, this team had a focus on helping their 8 new rookies break out of their shells. With a feather-light budget and a clear plan for the future, we are delighted to recognize this flock of students for exemplary sustainability.
The Sustainability Award goes to Team 8628 Chickenados from Seattle, Washington. The first advancement slot goes to Team 30355 Black Box. The next advancement slot goes to Team 9880 Aftershock. And then the next advancement slot goes to Team 3805 Atomic Robotics. Our next team advancing will be Team 8628 Chickenados. The next advancement will be 21315 Rock Bottom. The next team advancement will be Team 23305 Creative Minds. Our second to last advancement will be Team 7462 Not to Scale. And finally, our last team that will be advancing from Pasteur League Tournament will be Team 7198 Mechanical Minx.